U.S. beef prices have hit an all-time high as the beef and veal index rose by 2.5% in July. And stick with me on this because I'm going to go through some numbers, and it's not just tariffs causing this increase. So, average beef prices rose to a record $6.34 per pound in July, while uncooked beef steaks also reached an all-time high of $11.86 per pound. And those figures stood at $5.62 and $10.86 respectively a year ago. This can be largely attributed to declining cattle herds that just cannot meet market demand, as well as an increasing reliance on imported beef. That's where the tariffs come in. As of July 1st, there were 28.7 million beef cattle in the United States, which is much lower than the 31.3 we had in January of 2020. And things like inflation, grain prices, high interest rates have made it much more expensive for farmers to actually raise cattle, and therefore they've been trimming their herds down. Now, years of price hikes and high demand have made the United States a very attractive market for foreign producers of beef, and that's helped us keep up with demand for now, but because of the tariffs Trump has been slapping everywhere, it's a lot less attractive for importers now, and we're expected to lose 6.1% of our beef imports by August of next year.
Guys, in today's video, beef is on the chopping block. Hey, beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in this video. So guys, in today's video, so beef has always been a part of the American meals. I mean, who doesn't like a good beef, right? From burgers to grill to steak, dinners on weekends, it's just part of the culture. And now buying beef seems harder than usual. The price keeps climbing. What used to be a normal family food is now starting to feel like a luxury. A simple pack of ground beef that you can once, just squeeze into the budget, used to make a stir fry, is now competing with other animal-based proteins. And it looks like beef is on the chopping block for so many families and is slipping off the budget, right? And some people's craving just calls for beef because nothing tastes like a beef cooked just right. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because beef is one of those meals whereby you have it at cookouts when people gather, Sunday dinners, holidays, and it just feels like the ritual or the tradition is incomplete without beef. But now in the United States, beef prices are hitting record high, and that just changes everything, because when beef costs this much, it just stops being an everyday choice. Now families have to cut back. Even when you have to buy it in restaurants have raised their prices, and fast food chains also are adjusting their menu. And it's not something you can just say, oh, I'm craving beef, and then just go. When you get there and see how much it is, all you have to do is to talk to your taste bud and just change your opinion. Guys, beef has been serving generations, and now it just looks like beef is going to be on the chopping block for a long time if something is not done about it. What do you think, guys? Let me know your thoughts. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
Guys, $13 for 2 bone-in ribeye steaks. The prices in here for this meat is crazy, guys. This is a farmer's market.
This ribeye makes no sense. Last week I cooked one for $24. One steak.
Have y'all seen the prices of ground meat? Look at this. Just look at it. Y'all, I'm a family of 5, so I would have to get at least 2 pounds of ground meat. It's no way. We not doing this. This is what we getting instead. Turkey. We're not doing beef no more. Turkey it is. And let me go ahead and grab me some poultry, because beef is out. I'm done.
Okay, do y'all remember when eggs were expensive? Well, now the problem is beef, and let me tell you why. It all goes back to cattle country. Because of all the drought we've experienced, the herd is the smallest it's been in 70 years, making some of your favorites like brisket and tri-tip, even ground beef, go up by 20%. So if barbecuing was on your Labor Day to-do list, maybe save up a little bit.
A pound of ground beef, the cheapest beef available, is now more than the federal minimum wage. A pound of ground beef at my local King Soopers is $7.49 because it's not on sale. The minimum federal wage is $7.20 something cents. Chuck roast, which has always been the cheapest roast available, is now $9.99 a pound. And it's not like you can just buy a pound of it. It's a roast. And that makes chuck roast, on average, about $28. You know, one of the reasons that I shop at places like Costco is because I can afford a membership, and I buy in bulk because that lowers your cost per pound. But of course, poor people are penalized because they can't afford to buy in bulk. It is the penalty you pay for being poor. You know, you go to the dollar store and you buy in small amounts and you get less. I made a video recently and I talked about inflation. And someone was talking about how, you know, if you look at inflation month over month, it's not any higher than it has been. You know, but that is, of course, you know, the aggregate of inflation. But if you look at the cost of food, it's crazy. You look at the cost of medication, you know, and now we're going to have tariffs on medication. Now, someone said in a video that where they live, formula was $70. I looked, and again, I live outside of Denver, Colorado, and at the Target, formula was $60. And it was specialty formula, but some children need that. And not everyone can join Costco because there's a cost to membership. How are people going to live? Oh yeah, we're making America great again. Take care, stay safe, build your community. Take care, everyone.
At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? And consumers are the ones that will suffer. These beef prices, the high cost of this beef is shaped by a lot of things, from the ranchers to the feed costs to inflation to tariffs to transportation to weather and even international trade, because ranchers will pay more to raise the cattle when the cost of feed goes up, and droughts can also dry out pastures, forcing farmers to buy more grain to keep their herds alive. And talk about gas prices rather, that will push up the cost of moving beef across the country. And when global demand for beef grows, American suppliers will even get stretched even thinner. And all of these small changes will add up, and the final price, guys, will land on the shopper, will land on you, the consumers, guys. What do you think about this in the comment section? Let me know what you think. Are you switching to chicken, pork, or other plant-based proteins as cheaper choices? Or are you of the opinion that this beef is an American tradition in your family, and either you are grilling it or it's in the steel pot, or you are roasting it, whatever it is? You don't want that tradition to go away because the prices are so skyrocketing. And many people are like, when I read so many comments, they are like, oh, we are letting go of beef. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We'll go for we eat pork, we eat chicken, and all these other choices, that beef is too expensive. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you boycotting beef? Let's just say it like that. Are you boycotting beef? Are you going for chicken, pork, and the rest of them? Or are you still eating beef despite the price? I mean, some people can still afford it, even though it's just to whet their taste buds once in a while. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Ciao.